Bienvenido. Welcome back to the LatinoAthlete podcast. Today we have a very special guest. This gentleman I met a couple years ago. I want to give a thanks to Louis for inviting me to come shoot and cover the Dominican National Team. And this is where I met this person who is the head coach of the St. Peter's Prep High School, who won Coach of the Year this year, won a county championship, and has tons of wealth and tons of knowledge. And I'm excited to have him on the podcast. Please welcome Alex Mirabel.
Thank you for having me, man.
How you been? First off, I want to definitely ask how you been with this craziness. How are you? How are your family?
Everything is good, right now, just in quarantine, following the protocol, stay at home. We'll go out grocery shopping. We're wearing masks, wearing gloves, social distance. So we're not doing much.
My brother Manuel, who is based in Dominican Republic right now. Manuel, how's everything over there?
Everything is okay, a little bit hot. This part of the Caribbean, the weather is hot. We are in the same page like you are in this quarantine, taking care of our people, taking care of ourselves, and doing this. And this is not normal for Dominican people to do this like we're doing right now. But we are okay. We are okay right now.
Piggyback of my brother, man. Tell us a little bit about your history, your journey. I mean, uh, just pretend we're at the barbershop, we're having a conversation. We want to get to know you, and we want to get to know your goals. Um, we don't know. We want to know everything, Alex Mirabel. Well, so that's tell us a little bit about your background.
Um,
Well, my whole family is from the Dominican Republic, and I'm from Puerto Plata, and my mom is from Dominican Republic and moved to Puerto Rico when I was younger. Um, so I lived in Puerto Rico till I was about 12, then came to New Jersey. And like every Dominican, I used to play baseball, but once I came to the States, I decided to play basketball because all you saw was basketball courts and playgrounds. And I took it as a challenge for me to play basketball because in baseball it was getting too boring for me. So I think basketball was more interested. And as a young player, I was part of one of the best AU teams in New Jersey, the Jersey City Boys Club. A lot of those guys went to St. Anthony's High School, where Coach Bob Hurley coached, and they won a lot of state titles. St. Anthony's, and Coach Copeland was one of the coaches for my AU team. And it was a lot of them guys from Division One, from St. Anthony's and the Boys Club. So I was around a very competitive environment. I went to Dickinson High School. I won 2 county titles there, and we went to the state finals as well. And I went to Jersey City University as far as college to play basketball there. I started for 4 years, and right after college, I went right into coaching, which now I've been coaching for 8 years at St. Peter's Prep. And I haven't had a normal summer yet because I'm always coaching in the summer. The only time I do is probably August. I go away, and yeah. So I started as an assistant coach at NJCU, and that's how I kind of got into it. And I was coaching at a high level while at Dickinson High School as well. A job opened up, which was St. Peter's Prep, and I applied for as an assistant, and I got it. 2 years later, the head coach, Todd Decker, resigned. He was a great guy, great coach, and I applied to be the head coach, and I've been there for 6 years now. And I was fairly young. I was 29 years old, and New Jersey basketball is extremely, extremely high level. So it's good to find the good talented guys. And I quickly had to adjust and quickly had to make sure I work harder than anybody else. Through my years there, I started to get more talent, and things got a lot better.
Division One, so it helped to have football guys.
Yeah.
And you know, the last 3 years, you can see a big difference in the program. This past season was probably a year. We won 24-5. We won the city championship, and we made it to the state championship in our group. and we lost in double overtime. And I've been very fortunate this past couple of years to have really good players, because they really showed out, and they have to be players, in my opinion, have to be an identity of their coach. And I think those guys are, my identity. Play hard. They have to play with a chip on their shoulders. They understand that every game is important, and they grinders.
Definitely want to, take a moment and give you the congrats for becoming Coach of the Year in Hudson County. So congratulations. Congratulations for your team on winning county champs as well. We definitely want to touch on that. What sparked and said, "Hey, I want to be a coach. I could be a coach." Like who introduced you to the idea first? It was an idea, right? Who introduced you to the idea of wanting to become a coach? Because not everyone has that in their mind. Not every player wants to be a coach. What triggered in your mind and in your heart to say, "Hey, I can do this. I want to be a coach"?
I think when I started playing basketball, and I started playing in the boys club, I had a great coach named Donald Copeland, and his son is actually very good. Donald Copeland Jr. He went to Senior Hall, and now he's assistant coach at Wagner. And Donald Copeland, the dad, he was just very passionate, and it's very different from baseball. Baseball, coaches are passionate, but it's different. You get yelled at only when you make a mistake.
Yeah.
Catch the ball, you strike out. You're not paying attention. It's different. And basketball, he was on top of us. I mean, we had to wear the same socks, same sneakers, headbands, and wrist. And I found it intriguing because he found a way to make us unite and figure it out at 12 years old. And we don't know what's going on. We just want to play. And what we throw is a good shot, was a bad shot. What we throw is a good pass, was a bad pass. So he was our biggest critics at 12. And my father was not really in my picture when I was younger. My mom came here by herself, raised 3 kids, and I never had a father figure. So I looked up to Coach Copeland. And soon after that, I went to Dickinson. I had a great coach, Bill Drennan. They called him Red. He was great. And then I went to college with Coach Brown. And Coach Brown and Coach Copeland are very close friends. And I saw a similarity on both of them. And as a young guy, with Copeland, he taught me how to play the game. So once I'm in college, Coach Brown kind of allowed me to be myself, and he used to tell me I won this play with the first team and I got the second team, and he used to literally give me a team to coach and as a player. So I was like a player coach. And that was kind of the idea of maybe I should be a coach and give it a try because I love basketball so much. And he planted that seed, Coach Copeland, and Charlie Brown just kind of watered the seed, and I wanted to be like them. I wanted to first and foremost be able to educate young men and be their mentors because that's who we are. As a head coach, that's what I am. I'm trying to make these young men better for life. And those guys, Coach Brown and Coach Copeland, really impacted my life. So I want to pay everything forward. 20 years from now, when I'm much older, one of my players could say, "Hey, Coach, thank you for this, thank you for that, thank you for the ride. I understood what you were saying," because I throw a lot of life principles into the players. Sometimes they overwhelmed with homework, then they have practice. And I have to go home and take care of my kids after work or after here. We all overwhelmed, and I try to, as a young man, you have to get used to it, especially as a man. You're gonna have a lot of responsibilities, and that's why paying it forward because those two men were really impactful. So I want to be impactful for other young men.
Let me ask you a question, Alex. So uh, let's bring back to the beginning. You're born here in Puerto Plata, born and raised, move up to Puerto Rico, but you told something special. You used to play baseball.
Yeah,
What position and where do you start playing baseball?
I started playing baseball when I was 9 years old. and I played center field. It was really, really good.
Really good.
And I was fast. I was a hitter. I used to bat third. I was skinny, but I was strong. I used to be a pull hitter. I pull everything to left field. And
Yeah.
every time I got on base, I just stole every base. I had a strong arm. I was very athletic. I'm very athletic.
So when you went to Puerto Rico, you used to play ball there. You play baseball there.
Played baseball, and then every time one night, I like basketball, but I never got into it. It's funny because after we played baseball games, I had cleats on. I had rubber cleats,
Yeah.
and we used to go play basketball with the cleats on the concrete. So eventually, the cleats come off, the rubber. Like so, you have cleats on. It wears down the concrete, and I go home and I have no soul. So my mind that used to buy me cleats like at least once a month because I used
Oh
to
my.
play with
Yo. So when you go into the U.S., you begin living in New York, Jersey, and you told us that you beginning to play basketball.
it.
What do you find in basketball that give you the opportunity that you saw playing basketball and let go baseball? You say it was boring about baseball because you found something in basketball. What do you find in basketball so you can like it so much? So to begin playing basketball as a point guard and then cross over to the managerial stuff. How do you do that? So what do you find in basketball?
I think baseball is slow and basketball is fast, and for me, basketball is challenging because you have to guard anybody at a given time. The game is it's a good game to play. You have to run, you have to jump, constant. And I was one of those kids that couldn't stay still, always moving around and trying to run and I just found it. The game for me more fluent as far as you have to play team basketball.
Yeah,
That was the thing I liked about it. You're able to play with different personalities and you have to figure it out how to play together. And it's a beautiful thing.
sure.
That's great. I mean, and we hope that there's a lot of young people that will watch this. I want you to provide a sense of how was it for you as a collegiate player. Like talk about when you was on campus. Talk about the sacrifice you guys um, made as an athlete, student athlete, things you gave up to perform well in the collegiate level. Because there's a big difference between high school and college. Different ball game. How was your collegiate experience as an athlete?
But playing Division 3, I mean, now I have a lot of Division 1 athletes, and sometimes I go on the recruit them to watch the campus with them and go and check it out, and I stay for practices and see what the Division 1 athletes get. And I looked at my experience. I mean, these college Division 1 players get breakfast, they get lunch, they get dinner after practice every day, after post game meals, pre game meals. We didn't get that in GCU. We I didn't dorm. I lived in Jersey City. After a game, the games were at 8 o'clock. So we played Will and Patterson right after we beat them at 8. Those games were over at 10:30 at night. So what do I have to do? When I was a freshman, sophomore, I was not popular as I was as a junior, senior. So I had to catch the bus from West Side Avenue to Hudson Gardens where I live, and that took an hour. So I used to get home at 11. Then I used to try to find something to eat. So it was definitely a grind. And then, as a young man, my mom worked many jobs, and I didn't have a lot of money in my pocket. So I used to hustle my way in the cafeteria to get somebody's meal card and try to get a meal.
The swipe game is real.
So sometimes I had to skip a class or 20 minutes so I could eat, and I find, somebody to like, hey, it's the swipe, and that was hard, but it taught me how to be a young man, taught me how to be a man, taught me how to raise a family. When I get to it, but the experience was excellent. I loved it. It wasn't a Division One experience, but I made it into a Division One experience with the friendships I developed, and making sure I finished my work and graduated, which I did, and it was excellent to me. I was the first person in my family to graduate from college.
Great.
So I set the bar high for my children, for everybody else around me to do it. I was the first person in my family. So it was difficult at times in the classroom, but I made it through. Now, on the basketball aspect, my junior senior year, I got hurt my sophomore year. I got hurt in the Willie P game.
Hey,
I
we're pretty tough, man. We're pretty tough.
got ankle and I broke my ankle. And that year we won the NJAC too, won the championship too. Um, so the following year I didn't play, so I had to sit a year. And I was the captain of the team and everything like that. And I wake up at 6. So I would wake up at 6 in the morning, get to the gym by like 7, work out from 7 to 9, eat breakfast, go to class, and come back to practice. So I did that a lot. I did that my junior senior year at least 3 times a week, and it's a grind. And we won an NJAC my sophomore year, and we made the championship my senior year. So I've been pretty fortunate to win a title all my life, and that's the thing that Coach Copeland taught me when I was younger, is how to be a winner and what it took to be a winner.
Yeah.
When we were younger in the boys club playing AU, we won state titles. We went to Florida, and we did the nationals. Came in third place at AU. Came to Dickinson. I won 2 titles at Dickinson. NGU, I won 1, and now as a coach, I've been to like 9 championships between being assistant, head coach, and a player in the county. I've been to state titles, but it's from when I was younger and how to win. And ever since Coach Copeland was great, I really admire him, and to this day, he's still coaching 60 something years. So if he's doing that too, but as a player, it was a grind. Waking up early, staying late, shooting, lifting. I always tried to be the best, even though I was never the best on the court. But I made sure my teammates knew what I was done. I was like a coach at the court.
So, Alex, vamos a hacer un switch here from speaking English, so we can do it in Spanish because este es un programa que nosotros hacemos para los dos idiomas. Como dominicanos que somos, háblanos de tu parte en el baloncesto. Tú llegas a Fedombal, te dan la oportunidad con Uribe, vas a la U17 como coach en Centro Básquet en Puerto Rico, participa con otras selecciones también y estás ahí en Fedombal. ¿Qué tiene Fedombal para Mirabel en el futuro? No solamente como manager en el Sub-17. ¿Qué te han hablado? ¿Se han acercado de nuevo hacia ti para nuevas selecciones?
Bueno, la experiencia con la República Dominicana es increíble. Y es lo mismo, trabajo. Conocí a Uribe hace como 7 años con Pedro Pablo. Pedro Pablo ayudaba mucho aquí en Nueva York. Yo creo que era el presidente de Nueva York, de la federación. Había una. Creo que todavía está.
Creo que está así.
Sí, yo creo que Carmen es la presidenta.
Sí.
Entonces lo conocí y de ahí me metí en todo lo que tenía. Y me conecté con Maíta Mercedes y Mervin López, porque yo creo que ellos vieron la actitud que yo tenía para trabajar y ayudar a la República. Y hacíamos campamentos. Y yo un día traje como 20 muchachos. Y el otro campamento traje 30 y 40. Vinieron. Y el talento estaba ahí. De 20 muchachos, habían como 3 o 4 que eran buenos. Y mi contacto con muchachos que son dominicanos, que nacieron allá y vinieron para acá, o los papás y mamás nacieron aquí, pues, pero la abuela nació allá,
claro.
me empezaron a llamar, text, mira, mi hijo, y fui muy afortunado porque el talento creció, está creciendo más. Y, y, y el parte como asistente, pero 4 años, fue buenísimo. Y ganar el centro básquet fue una experiencia. Y de ahí, de mi primera acción fue en España como
Ujú.
gente. Y después, el próximo año fui para la República, ganamos el centro básquet. Después de ahí fue a Canadá y eso fue excelente. Y después me dieron el trabajo como el coach de 7U para Puerto Rico. Y como dije anterior, fue una experiencia, nos cualificamos. Había muchos problemas con algunos de los muchachos con papeles.
Sí,
Por Puerto Rico es como USA, territorio USA, y no se lo dan pasaporte a todito.
exacto.
Y eso dañó un poco el equipo. Y no quiero dar excusa, pero eso fue fuerte porque había muchos muchachos, había como tres que iban a ser parte del quinteto.
Mm.
Y cuando nosotros nos dijeron que no van, eso fue difícil, porque tuvimos que mover a los muchachos y hacer la cosa diferente. Y eso afectó mucho, pero eh, una oportunidad grandísima. Estuve allá 6 semanas, practicamos 2 veces al día y me ayudó mucho, me ayudó mucho. Y ser parte de la operación es increíble. Yo hablo con Maíta y Melvin casi todos los días. Somos una amistad ahora y dejo a ellos como mentores en mi vida.
Claro.
Y yo he impartado muchas cosas porque el juego internacional es muy diferente que el juego aquí. Eh, y la manera como ellos son es diferente aquí, porque aquí todo el mundo quiere ser el jefe, todo el mundo quiere ser la persona encargada y ellos no son así. Ellos son como si
Correcto.
muy laid back, muy
Yeah.
tranquilos, pero son hombres de fama y ahora están encargados de la federación, son directores y me alegro que le dieron el trabajo a ellos porque de gente son buenísimos, buenísimos, buenísimos. Y estoy feliz de ser parte de esto. Eso es un sueño, ser el coach de la federación.
De
Un
claro,
sueño.
claro.
Empecé a ser coach y quizás cuando sea más viejo voy a pensar de lo que hice o lo que no hice y darle gracias a Dios más que le estoy dando ahora porque eso es increíble. No todo el mundo es un dirigente de una selección o son parte.
Eso es verdad. Eso es verdad.
Entonces, eso se hace con el trabajo y la amistad y ser más como un dirigente, pero yo soy una persona que me gusta aprender. Y yo aprendo las cosas buenas de todos los dirigentes y si me gusta alguna cosa, tú sabes, yo no la uso, pero yo creo que ellos ven algo de mí y le pido
Y,
a Dios que me den otra oportunidad de ser un dirigente otra vez porque quisiera ganar algo, mandar
claro,
darte una,
claro.
dársela a ellos, a Uribe, mira, una medalla, perdón por el año 2000.
Llegó tarde, pero llegó. Yeah.
Y, y sí, quiero llegar a lo máximo con la federación. Creo que es mi sueño ver la República Dominicana ser número uno. Y no tenemos excusa por no ser número uno.
Claro.
Y ese es mi sueño. Y creo que estamos haciendo lo que tenemos que hacer para ser número uno.
Excelente.
I love hearing your dreams and goals of helping Dominican Republic national team be the number one country in the world, which is a big aspiration. But I'm happy that you have that. There's a lot of people from Dominican Republic that has the same aspiration, you know. So I definitely want to get back into that. But I want to touch on something that you mentioned, that as a coach you are accompanying these players to visit these schools, these Division 1 schools, and watching the programs. There was news a couple weeks ago that the NCAA will allow student athletes to monetize their likeness and image. So basically, now moving forward, college students will be able to make money off of sponsorships. Everything is still unclear. They still, don't know the right regulations. But as a high school coach at a big program, top program in New Jersey and nationally, I want you later to talk about the history of St. Peter's Prep, that is coaching Division One players, and you have universities coming to you to talk to these players. Now that universities are allowed to, or now that students are allowed to monetize their likeliness, I want your opinion as a coach, as a head coach in high school. What do you think about that? And also, how is the process of these universities coming to you trying to recruit your players?
Well, I think first and foremost, I think they should get some money. Um, and the funny thing is, it's not a high percentage of guys that will make a lot of money. I mean, I would say top 10 picks last couple years. I would say maybe 7 to 6 guys have played Division One basketball. The other guys either did G League or come from Europe. So it's a small percentage of guys that will make legit money. Um, but if you're not a legit guy, a top 10 pick, number one pick, why can't you sign an autograph and make some money? And just like I spoke about as a Division III athlete, it was a struggle for me, to get some food, to get around home and do certain things. I mean, the rules the NCAA have are ridiculous. If you're a coach, you can't take a player to the airport. Like, you can't give a player $10 to get to buy some food. It's a tight monitor, and I know why they do it, because a lot of people, do certain things that should not, and they go, it's like if you give somebody an inch, they're gonna take the whole foot, and some people have taken advantage of it, and that's why they have the rules. But some of the rules are extremely, extremely hard for a lot of these student athletes and coaches. And, they keep the guys and the coaches kind of like in a nutshell. And this is like the rules, NCAA rules, like a Bible. Like and it's probably this big. Coaches can't tweet certain things. They can't do a lot neither. They like on handcuffs, and it's part of their jobs. So I have a lot of friends that are Division One coaches, and when I ask them a question, they ask me, "Oh, I don't know. I gotta ask the department to see if I could do this, or if I can do that." And it's like, okay. So I think athletes should get paid. My biggest question is, at what age? Why does it have to be college students? Why can't my high school basketball player make some money in high school? What's the difference?
Yeah.
So if I take one of my best players and they asked me to go to a showcase here, they do a lot of showcases, and we go to an arena, how come I play? They're not gonna come watch me. They're gonna come watch them and certain players. So why can't they make money? That's my question. And to take it further, Eric.
Wait a second, you're getting me nervous here, man. Because my son plays travel baseball. I was like, can we get him a signed contract now at the age of 12? I mean, it can get tricky.
Let me tell you something. A lot of these guys, a lot of these high school guys and parents, they get what they need sometimes from certain programs, because how could you not? Like, if a family's in need and you have somebody that could help them, it's like, we all know about certain stuff, and it's tough out here for some of these families. And to take it further, how about AAU basketball? A 13-year-old kid that packs up an arena. The best eighth grader, was this kid named Imani Bates. He's gonna be a sophomore now, but when he was in eighth grade, 6'6", dunking all over. And because he's going to this camp, right, 500 kids gonna go too. because they think they could make it like him. So so it's a lot of money behind it. So when LeBron James was in high school, right? He went to the ABCD camp. So Adidas gave guys money to run the camp, pay people. So everybody in there's making money but LeBron James. So if you're gonna let the college athletes get money, then you gotta let the high school get money. The 13-year-old kid, what's the difference? If I'm a 17-year-old player going to college, I'm still considered a minor, right?
Yeah.
So why can't at 13, 12, I'm the best in the country. Why can't I get paid too? So it opens a lot right now.
It opens a big can, and it is a good point. And I'm glad you brought that up because, high school has become not only an event, but a huge business. Like you have, I'll give you a prime example LeBron James' son, Brody James, high school kid. This guy, his team plays on national television on ESPN. They came to Jersey like I think a couple months ago. Yeah, they go around the country and it's sold out. It's sold out, and they play in arenas, and it's not free to go watch them play. And you have a good point. It's hard for me. My opinion, I agree with you 100%. I think if someone is monetizing the talent of these athletes, no matter what their age is, should get something.
Yeah, just open up. Like if I'm a athlete and I live in Florida, but I decided to go to school in Texas, and my mom can't afford a trip, that like my coaches, nobody could help.
Wow.
And and I mean they give you limited seating for NCAA tournaments and take it's like it's a big business. But I think like you said, they doing the right thing by opening up and allowing these athletes to make money. My next question would be, it's gonna follow. It's gonna trickle down to a high school and grammar school. It's not, once you get somebody an inch, they're gonna take the whole foot. So remember that.
That's
And
a
then
good
go to
point.
the second question. I've been very fortunate to coach some high level players. And I mean, I go to Rutgers practice, Senior Hall. I talked to Coach Orlando Antigua from Illinois. They actually offered one of my players, Mark Armstrong. I talked to a lot of Ivy League school, Princeton, Harvard. So as a Latino, it's not many of us out there. It's only
No,
four.
there's not. I'm surprised they let you in.
That's a,
Uh, I know, but that's all God. All God, man. There's only four head coaches in Division One basketball that are Latinos. Four.
well,
Four. There's 350 something schools, Division Ones. There's only four Latinos. Four. So big problem, and it's an uphill for us Latinos, and even for a lot of minority coaches to try to be head coaches. But to have four Latinos,
yeah.
and I can't even feel bad because in baseball and MLB, I don't think we have anybody right now, right?
No, we don't have nobody. The Latino, yeah, we have a few, but Dominicans right now, Dominican we don't have it.
But we don't have like, yeah,
Dominica, no, Dominican we don't have. We have a few Latinos around, but not like bunches like we want to. But
How many Latinos coaches in the MLB right now? In
in
the
the
major
big leagues, they are almost like we can settle for four if we want to do that.
thing is less. They just filed. They just fired Alex Cora from
Yeah,
Boston.
well, that's less. So it's gone. So maybe three, maybe four, but it's hard for Latino people to work as a manager in every place. They have to give all and 100% more,
Yes,
so so you can get the opportunity that you have. So that's marvelous.
and the biggest thing is the federation. They're starting to get guys in and help them create a resume and go out and get jobs. Like
Yeah,
Luis Guzman, he was working for the federation. He played at Temple. and now he's a director of operation at Stetson. Ronald Ramon, he played at Pitt, and now he's a coach at Pitt, and I think he's going to be part of the men's federation too. He's going to be an assistant coach for the national team. So they have to open up the doors for guys in the federation to get some experience, and then that will help us go out and get jobs in college and high school, whatever we're trying to do, to try to help our Latino players out more. And like we as you know, like if you're a Latino, you kind of feel for somebody more, and we want to help these young men because I'm a Latino and I was young once, and it's a lot easier when somebody relates to you and it's from your background, and it's easier to be able to relate.
Yeah. Mi parte lo que sería cambiando un poquito ya un poco al español, y es para que, ¿sabes? Como este programa, podemos repetir, pues bilingüe.
Está bien,
es difícil para un latino, como dice, que solamente hay 4 dirigentes de División 1 en baloncesto ahora mismo, pero sabiendo que aquí en Dominicana hay mucho talento. Ya mencionaste a Maíta, ya mencionaste a Mary López, pero hay más talento también que hay por ahí. Pero sabemos que también estás reclutando atletas dominicanos ya que viven en los Estados Unidos o que sean parientes de los dominicanos. ¿Qué oportunidades ves en nuestro país, viendo ya hacia futuro, en ese proceso que tú estás? ¿Hay posibilidades que muchos jugadores de baloncesto dominicanos tengan la oportunidad de ser dirigentes si deciden llegar? ¿Y qué tienen ellos que hacer para poder llegar no solamente a nivel como tú estás hoy, sino que ellos cojan su ruta personal para llegar a eso? Un mensaje claro para los que quieran ser dirigentes y llegar a ser ahora mismo a nivel donde tú estás.
Hay que fajarse. Esto no es fácil, especialmente allá. Yo he visto situaciones que los coaches de allá hacen esto por el corazón, porque el dinero hay, pero no hay tanto para ellos, porque los muchachos no hay muchos recursos todavía hay que hacer más cosas como nación.
Sí.
Pero hay un buen grupo de jóvenes allá que tienen sueños de ser coaches, y hay que conectarse con la persona que te va a ayudar. Y si tú empiezas como aguatero y después pasarle la bola al manager, al dirigente, o rebotar para, tú sabes, rebote, que tiren los jugadores, eso, así que tú empiezas. Y después en 3, 4 años, 5 años, tú quizás tengas una posición mejor. Pero a veces yo veo que a veces la persona paran de hacerlo porque el proceso no es tan rápido como ellos crean. Entonces, algunos quieren ir del punto A al punto Z. Así no se puede. Y a veces tenemos que entender que dirigentes como Maíta, Melvin, está David Díaz, y hay mucho más. Ellos empezaron de jovencitos. O sea, a veces los jóvenes ven a estas personas que son mayores y quieren ser como ellos. Pero algunos no son calvos y tienen caña sin razón. Ellos han ganado eso, la sabiduría. Y a veces los jóvenes quieren hacer las cosas rápido y fallan. Y después paran de hacerlo o no la cogen en serio. Ahora mismo la FEDOMBA está haciendo clínicas con dirigentes de Argentina, Orlando Antigua, Ran Sánchez, dirigentes de México, España. Entonces cada vez que hay una, yo me pongo ahí, porque quiero la estrategia que yo dan. Activo, sí, porque si tú no vas para la reunión y no te ven la cara, yo no te voy a coger en serio. Entonces, como joven, si esto es lo que tú quieres hacer, tienes que tomar esto en serio. Y hay muchos allá que lo hacen, pero si alguien quiere hacer esto, el pago no es bueno, pero si tú llegas a otro nivel, quizás hay más dinero. Pero primeramente, si tú haces esto por el dinero, no va a llegar lejos, porque este trabajo no es... Si tú llegas y te dan dinero, bueno, pero hay que hacerlo por otros recursos, como ser mentor a muchachos y ayudar a los muchachos. Cuando tú haces eso, ya el dinero está ahí. Esto no es trabajo, esto no es trabajo, esto es un modo de vida. Estoy ayudando y ser el mejor dirigente que tú puedas ser.
You know, like my brother mentioned, there's a lot of kids that are hopefully looking at this interview from the Dominican Republic, and they see a lot of these Dominican players playing in collegiate basketball, right? And I know you with the clinics, you personally help a lot of these players get
Mm-hmm.
scholarships, or you help them
Mm-hmm.
place them in college. How is that process? What does an international player, whether he's Dominican, Cuban, Argentina, Venezuela, Colombia, America Latina, what is the process for them to get noticed and picked up by a Division One, two, or three college university here in the U.S.?
The biggest thing, you have to have talent. You have to have talent. You have to be good. If you're good, that stuff will happen. If you're good and you have an attitude, you're gonna come here. If you're not good and you have a great attitude, you still might get a chance. If you're not good, bad attitude, no chance. No chance. And a lot of international guys live in these countries a certain way, but when they come here, it's different. It's a talented player everywhere, and you're not going to be the best player. So a lot of these guys come to understanding, like, okay, let me play this role. And some of them are grateful, but it's so hard to get these kids from DR or anywhere international to the USA. Certain schools that allow them to come and they pay for everything and tuition and boarding, and but a lot of schools are not like that. So it becomes a tough thing for these guys to think, okay, he did it, I want to do it too, and sometimes it doesn't work out. And it's tough, but for most it does work out. We have right now we have David Jones, who's part of the Central Basket U17. He just got offered by Louisville, Dominican, straight from DR. Chris Duarte, he's in Oregon. He might be NBA draft pick this year.
Yeah.
So those guys, Jerry Matos, he's going to Dayton now. Andres Feliz, he was at Illinois, Orlando Antigua. So you have a good group of guys, not as many as we would like to be, a great place in NCAA Division One. But we have a lot of D2s kids too. But within time, I think once we get more coaches involved and more administration, then you could see more guys from DR come over.
Got it. Yeah, and we have, we've been speaking with Chris Duarte, who's also from Puerto Plata. So shout out to him. We'll have him on the show to give us a better sense of basically that process, right? So, from a person that helps these kids, get noticed in place in college, other than the talent. Let's say they're good and they say they have a good attitude. What do they need to have in place in terms of paperwork, schoolwork, grades, education, what that entails, right? There's a lot of kids, you could be an awesome player and you have talent, but they don't know, the process. Like, is there a company, an organization, or a person that has the relationship with the universities here in the U.S.? Do they go out and look for this person, this company, or how can if they don't have that relationship, how can they get noticed by universities in the U.S.?
I mean, there are some people in DR that do a good job outside of the federation to help young men just come here and get scholarships, and they do, they help them, and that's good. But the process is not easy. You need to have a visa. You need to have a place to stay. You need to have resources. You need money. So it's not easy. It's not as easy. If some guys are very talented, they get taken care of by some families that host them. But it's not the best situation sometimes. You're living with a host and you don't know them, and it's not easy because you miss your family. You can't do what you want to do. You don't know anybody. So it's a huge adjustment for a lot of Dominicans to come here, more so mentally, and a lot of them don't speak English, so they don't understand anything. They don't have no friends, so it becomes a lonely world. And for the most part, I'm very happy that a lot of these guys have been successful. And I think, like I said, the more coaches we have and the more connections we have, the better we can be.
So so we can make it a little bit clear for the people that are not only in Dominican Republic but across Latin America, so they can understand. Dice que necesitan talento, buena actitud, un esfuerzo, una visa, contactos acá en los Estados Unidos, familias, relaciones en los Estados Unidos. Y tú dices que hay personas que ayudan y ofrecen eso a los talentos que están en América Latina y República Dominicana. Un
Sí.
talento que no tenga el conocimiento de las relaciones y alguien le llega a esa persona, what should they watch out for? What should they be like? Okay, no sé si esa persona es correcta para mí, si esta oportunidad es correcta para mí. ¿Cómo un atleta se protege con una persona que le vende un sueño, como decimos nosotros, le vendemos un sueño para jugar acá en los Estados Unidos?
Lo que pasa a veces es que le dan un sueño y después no tienen los recursos que el jugador no tiene. Como quien dice, no tiene comida. A veces la situación donde lo dejan vivir no es muy buena. No tienen los recursos para ir por un gimnasio. No tienen, a veces un jugador viene aquí sin conocer los coaches. Entonces quizá la relación con los coaches no es buena. Y quizá ahora el jugador no está jugando mucho como lo prometieron. O no se está adaptando como se tiene que adaptar. Entonces, lo que pasa a veces con estos jugadores, se convierte en una estadística. Entonces, si no proyectan lo que tienen que proyectar, ahora no sirven. Ahora están en la banca lo último. Y ahora ellos pierden la confianza y ¿qué van a hacer ahora? Porque le dijeron un sueño, ven para acá, él va y ahora no juega y ahora muchacho se quiere. Entonces, la situación es así. Si yo voy por una escuela, si yo tengo una visa, de la República Dominicana, vengo por una escuela en Nueva Jersey, esto es muy importante, y no juego, y no voy a jugar un minuto en 4 años. Vengo como un freshman, ya yo veo la situación, digo, wow, yo no voy a jugar. Okay. Si yo me voy para otra escuela, la visa que yo tengo, la tengo que renovar. Entonces yo no puedo brincar de escuela a escuela con la visa que me dieron por la escuela de Nueva Jersey. Entonces lo que tengo que hacer es, tengo que volver a la República Dominicana y la nueva escuela que yo quiero ir tiene que darme permiso para coger la visa y hacer el proceso otra vez. Entonces, lo que ha pasado aquí, lo que ha pasado aquí es que algunos de estos muchachos vienen aquí y se quieren ir para otra escuela y te dan la visa para esa escuela nada más. Entonces, cuando tú te vas para otra escuela, ya esa visa ya no está válida. Y después se quedan aquí por 5 o 6, entonces están aquí ilegalmente. Y si se van para atrás para la República, no van a volver a salir, porque no lo van a salir, no le van a dar visa. Le van a ver la visa y dice, esto se revocó hace 3 años porque no viniste para atrás y no te la van a dar. Entonces, yo he visto eso mucho aquí y algunos jugadores no pueden jugar División 1, 2, 3 porque no tienen visa. Y es un problema que los muchachos no saben.
Mira, y qué bueno que tocas ese tema porque quizás los dominicanos solamente esperan el momento de llegar a Estados Unidos y mostrar su talento y jugar el deporte que sea, pero eso no solamente pasa en el baloncesto. Qué bueno que lo tocas porque hay casos de mexicanos que han pasado por lo mismo, hay casos de salvadoreños, hay casos de venezolanos, hay casos de argentinos, de brasileños que van a una universidad porque lo vieron en un proceso de scholarship para béisbol, para baloncesto, para voleibol, y es como tú dices, quieren brincar porque las condiciones no están dadas como se la ofrecieron al principio. Y es interesante ese tema porque muchos no entienden que tienes que regresar a tu país para de nuevo buscar la visa.
Sí.
Muchos creen que se deben quedar allá. Entonces, cuando te quedas allá, como tú dices, quedan ilegal. Entonces, se quedan allá esperando el momento que la universidad o la escuela, hacia donde tú quieras brincar, te solicite. Pero ella te va a solicitar en tu país de origen. Entonces, es un tema muy interesante y yo creo que es un tema que a futuro yo creo que aquí en LatinoAthlete porque vamos a tener que hablar con una persona de migración que no hable claro para trabajar con los atletas en ese aspecto, porque tú dices en el clavo. Muchos esperan llegar allá, tener esa oportunidad, pero si no les gusta un sitio, sabes que nosotros dominicanos en especial, como somos dominicanos, si no nos sentimos cómodos en un sitio, decimos, no, mano, yo me quiero largar de aquí, yo me quiero ir para otro lado, y si tú estás con un pana que es familia tuya, te dice, mira, para acá es mejor, vente para acá, tú quieres hacer el traslado, pero no es igual que una universidad aquí en Dominicana, que tú llenas un formulario y te traspasan. O sea, es un asunto muy interesante y gracias que lo trae a colación, porque eso va a ayudar a muchos latinos que están pasando por ese problema y no se asesoran, porque ahí es donde ellos caen en el hecho de no asesorar, sino buscar las personas correctas para que lo ayuden.
Así mismo.
Through your aspirations, we know there's a huge sacrifice that affects the family. Your wife, I know you have a newborn, kids, and how are the conversations with your wife, with your family, when they see you're spending more time, most of your time with these kids, which is, it's great that you're doing that, but there is a big sacrifice. You talk about, your sacrifice, your wife's sacrifice, your kids' sacrifice, and your family sacrifice, while you pursue your aspiration.
It's funny you asked for that because she just texted me hello.
Oh, but I apologize for keeping you on for so long.
So I'm in
Yeah.
the room and she texted me hello, and I told her I got a meeting, I got an interview I have to attend for Latinos, and it's important. And she just texted me hello.
Got it.
so no, I mean she's great. She understands what my sacrifice is, and to take it a little further, like I believe I have a platform and I have to deliver in this platform that I have. And it's beyond being a basketball coach. It's being able to inspire and motivate another young me that's going to come up in the rankings in a couple of years. So that's what I will hope for to happen. And I feel like I said, like I'm just building it up for the next guy because somebody built it up for me. But family to me in this quarantine has been the most important thing. I've never spent that much time with them, and I value it and I love it. She's extremely supportive and she understands the platform I have, and I think it's something that uh, I pray about it to make sure I'm doing the right thing and I'm in the right track and I'm not chasing a dream, and I make sure that this is God's plan and make sure everything is lined up with what we're trying to do as a family as well. And timing is everything. I mean, she went to Puerto Rico. She was pregnant, and we had a 1-year-old in Puerto Rico. She's pregnant, and I have a stepdaughter, and it's it was challenging. It was very challenging, but she was really respectful about it. She really understands. She really understood what that meant for me, being away for 6 weeks in the yard and sacrificing my time and effort. And she was extremely supportive. And like I said, during this quarantine, it's been really fun for me to be home and enjoying my girls. I have a 4-month baby girl and I have a 1.5-year baby girl, and busy, but I love it, and it's something that has changed my perspective a lot as a man, and this is a good time for that. Because they're young, they're babies, and
I want to give you this time to talk to them, to give any guidance, give this opportunity to you, to talk to anyone that may be watching this interview.
yeah, like I mentioned earlier before, this is a path that you want to take. And I think not only as a coach, if you're an athlete, you have to understand as a Latino, the background that you come from. You know, some of our parents didn't go to college. Some of our grandparents definitely didn't go to college. So
Yeah.
as a race, we're definitely behind. And the biggest thing we need to do is educate ourselves. So if you're a student athlete, you got to make sure you have a good GPA. In order for you to do things in life, in order to get ahead, you got to have a good GPA in high school, college, and from there you educate yourself because you're learning through high school and college what to be, how to be a man or woman, vice versa. And I think that's the biggest thing. I currently have a master's degree too, so I have a bachelor's. So you have to challenge yourself educationally, and I think we fail as Latinos. We feel that we're chasing his dream and his money, and we come up short because we don't hit we don't have the right networking because we don't put ourselves out there. We got to get. You have to be able to be in uncomfortable situations with people that may not be Latinos, with people that might come from different backgrounds, and that helps you grow. Like you have to be able to get comfortable in uncomfortable situation. I've been in uncomfortable situations where I'm the only Latino coach or I'm the only person that speaks Spanish in the room. Or half of the time in New Jersey basketball, half of the schools, I'm the only Dominican in New Jersey that's a head coach. So, it's not too many of me out there. So that's why I said earlier, I have a platform and I'm not gonna fail my Dominican people, my Latino people, and I'm gonna try to be the best I can to help everyone and make people understand that, you could do this too, whether you're an athlete or you're a coach or you're a doctor, a nurse, whatever, a teacher, scientist, you could do it too. And I know, it's not many of us down the top in the USA of our class or whatever we're trying to do, but just chase number one. And you chase number one, things falls into place, and people are there to help you. And the biggest thing is to be, the best you could be, and that takes work. And you have to be willing to work at it every day in order to be the best at whatever you're trying to do.
Saludo ya para los dominicanos aquí en Puerto Plata y toda la familia tuya por acá.
Saludos a todos allá. Yo iba a ir para allá este verano a hacer clínica, ya estaba todo resuelto, pues mi papá vive allá y él tenía la cancha de Otilo Mirabel y iba a ir para allá, pero quizá vaya para allá en agosto, septiembre. Si abren las puertas para ir para allá y si todo está bien. Pero quiero mucho a mi pueblo dominicano, especialmente Puerto Plata, y quiero visitar Puerto Plata. No pude visitarlo el verano pasado porque tuve las prácticas, fue muy difícil y es lejos de la capital, como
Sí,
3, 4. Pero en el futuro yo quiero ir para allá y quiero conocer a mi familia y toda la persona que mi abuelo inspiró allá con su deporte y quiero darle gracias a él porque creo que, no sé, yo no lo conocí, pero por cuál manera algo en él está en mí, porque mi familia no mucho coach, nada más él, el único, pero nadie quiso ser coaches como Otilio y yo, eso está en la sangre de Mirabel.
eso es correcto. Tenemos la dicha de conocer a Edgar y a otros que son familia tuya. Pero no solamente el hecho de que ustedes son coaches, que a ustedes le han gustado eso de enseñar baloncesto, sino que lo que conocemos de Don Otilio fue un mentor fuera de las canchas, fuera de los terrenos donde él estaba entrenando baloncesto, béisbol, voleibol y todo, sino que fue un gran comunitario en la parte baja de la ciudad. Bueno, te lo digo como te lo dije antes de iniciar esta grabación, a ese señor hay que hacerle un monumento aquí en la parte baja de la ciudad, porque personas como él no nacen todos los días, no llegan todo el tiempo a ayudar a la comunidad y principal a la gente joven. Así que siéntete dichoso que quizás no lo conociste, pero tiene mucho de él.
Gracias, gracias, Manuel, gracias.
Let us know, how can people contact you, reach out to you? What is the best outlet for people to connect with you?
I think social media is great. The emails, I think is good, but I think social media. I have Twitter, which is Coach Mirabel, Mirabel. That's my Twitter account, and that's my Instagram account. Just shoot me a DM, direct message, and I'll get back to you. So again, it's at Coach Mirabel, Coach Mirabel.
Bueno, hermano, mira, te damos las gracias por este tiempo y claro, se nos ha extendido bastante esto, pero es bueno que se extienda porque toda la información que has podido dar, que has podido entregarnos a nosotros es muy valiosa, porque muchos no sabían y volvemos a repetir el caso de las visas. Eso es primordial para que quiera ingresar a una universidad. Y claro, como dice mi hermano, tú eres el hombre, you're the man. A ti hay que tocarte la puerta en Estados Unidos para que puedas representar los colores patrios de esta hermosa Quisqueya. Gracias, te damos como dice mi hermano, te damos las bienvenidos acá, que puedes tocar la puerta cuando quieras. Y aquí en Dominicana, en tu patio, tu casa, puedes tocarnos sin problema. Estaremos a disposición para estar contigo en cualquier momento que lo necesiten, en las canchas, dando las prácticas, buscando todo lo que pueda ayudar para que todo lo que tú vengas a hacer acá para estos muchachos sea un éxito. Así que muchas gracias por estar aquí, de verdad te agradecemos y qué bueno que sea un puertoplateño, eso nos llena más de orgullo.
Gracias, hermano, gracias. Y una persona
Gracias
que se me olvidó decir antes que nos vayamos. Los muchachos en la República tienen que aprender inglés.
Sí.
Tienen que ver vienen aquí sin saber y no entienden, y creo que eso es algo que, especialmente si son deportistas y tienen sueño de hacer cosas, tienen que aprender inglés. Eso es importante. Pero gracias por hacerme esta interview y sé que ustedes están fajados haciendo esto. Y eso, ustedes aspiran a nosotros porque ustedes son la persona que la audiencia mira esto en cualquier parte del mundo. Y es muy importante. Pero gracias, se lo agradezco mucho.
Fíjate que este videito se lo vamos a mandar a la familia Mirabel a todos Mirabel aquí de Puerto Plata, le vamos a mandar la entrevista para que le llegue y la pueda ver, hermano.
Gracias, hermano, gracias.
Yeah.
Good night, man. Talk to you soon.
Thanks, Harry. Appreciate it. All right, Manuel, gracias.
Thanks.
Okay.
Before we go, I want to say thank you. Thank you for everyone that has joined me, has joined Manuel, has joined us through our journey. Because this is our journey. We have a list of a lot of people, a lot of Latino athletes, coaches, executives that love what we're doing, will be on the show. So if you have any recommendations, if you have any idea, if you know anyone that you want us to interview, please send us an email to info@latinoathlete.com. That is info@latinoathlete.com. Let us know what you want to hear. Let us know who you want us to interview, and we will do our best to get them on.
Así es, hermano, lo importante es que todo el que quiera participar en esto tenga acceso, pero también si quiere él mismo participar, o sea, que no solamente que los fanáticos puedan llegar a nosotros y decir, mira, me gustaría que ustedes entrevisten a este atleta o a otro atleta, sino el mismo atleta que quiere expresarse pueda venir a LatinoAthlete y decir, yo quiero estar en el show porque quizás mi historia es algo importante, yo quiero contarla. O sea, que también sean ellos mismos los que se motiven en este proceso. Así es un camino que hemos empezado, así mismo tú lo dijiste, es un journey, y sabemos que todos van a estar contentos de seguir paso a paso este camino que hemos comenzado con estos podcasts. Ya esta es la tercera entrega y va a ser algo grandioso para los atletas y va a ser de mucho beneficio para muchos de ellos, porque aquí van a aprender, se van a sentir inspirados, pero lo más importante, el conocimiento que van a tener va a ser bastante para poder seguir escalando paso a paso, camino a camino su carrera, ya sea en los Estados Unidos o en cualquier parte del mundo. Esta es la plataforma indicada para los latinos.
So from us to you, thank you for joining the podcast. Thank you for being part of our journey. Be safe and have a good night.
Te quedaste en casa.
Yeah. Stay home, please.
Stay home.
Stay
Stay
home.
home.